Imagine a world where one gunshot could set the entire planet on fire. A world where kings, emperors, and nations believed war was glorious, until millions were swallowed by the trenches.
Our story begins in Sarajevo, June 28, 1914. A car carrying Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, slowly drives through the crowded streets. But hiding in that very crowd was a 19-year-old revolutionary, Gavrilo Princip. One shot, and history changed forever. What should have been a local political tragedy soon became a global disaster. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia, Russia supported Serbia, Germany supported Austria-Hungary, France backed Russia, and Britain entered to defend Belgium. Within 1 month, the entire European continent was on fire. In the summer of 1914, millions of soldiers marched with confidence. They believed the war would be over by Christmas. But they were wrong, terribly wrong. They walked into a new kind of warfare, one the world had never seen. Imagine living in a ditch for weeks, sometimes months. Rain, mud, rats, lice, and the constant fear of death. These were the trenches, long, narrow lines carved into the earth, stretching from the North Sea all the way to Switzerland. Soldiers slept in the mud, wrote letters home, waited for attacks, and prayed the enemy artillery wouldn't find them. It was not just a battle of weapons, it was a battle of survival. World War I introduced weapons the world had never imagined. One single machine gun could fire hundreds of bullets per minute. Armies charging across open land were cut down instantly. Chlorine, mustard gas, burning lungs, blinded eyes. The air itself became a killer. Slow, heavy, unstoppable metal beasts. The world's first tanks rolled across the battlefield, changing warfare forever. At first used for scouting, soon they carried bombs and machine guns, creating the first aerial dogfights. The oceans turned deadly as German submarines sank ships in silence. War was no longer fought with swords and bravery. It was fought with machines, chemicals, and steel. French and British forces stopped Germany just before Paris. The dream of a quick victory died here. 10 months of non-stop fighting, 700,000 casualties. The slogan, "They shall not pass." One of the bloodiest days in human history. 57,000 British casualties in a single day. A daring Allied invasion that ended in disaster. Thousands died on the beaches. These battles weren't just military operations. They were factories of death. World War I wasn't just a European conflict. Ottoman Empire joined Germany. Japan joined the Allies. African and Indian soldiers fought in Europe. Australia, Canada, and New Zealand sent troops. And in 1917, everything changed again. For 3 years, the United States stayed out of the war. But German submarine attacks and a secret message encouraging Mexico to attack the US changed everything. In April 1917, America entered the war, bringing fresh soldiers, new supplies, and a wave of hope for the Allies. By late 1918, Germany was exhausted. Food was running out. Allies were advancing on all sides. The German people demanded peace. On November 11, 1918, at 11 a.m., the guns fell silent. After 4 years, the Great War was finally over. But peace came at a terrible price. 20 million dead, 21 million wounded. Entire cities destroyed economies. Collapsed empires disappeared. Germany, Austro-Hungary, Russia, Ottoman Empire. Every family had lost someone. Every nation carried scars. The Treaty of Versailles punished Germany harshly. Huge debts, lost land, military restrictions. But these punishments planted the seeds of anger. Anger that would later lead to something even worse, World War II. And so, World War I didn't just reshape borders, it reshaped the future. World War I was called the war to end all wars, but it didn't. It taught humanity a brutal lesson, that modern war has no heroes, only victims. But from the destruction came change, new nations, new technology, new world orders. This was the war that changed everything. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful history stories.